Go, Bentley. Good job. Good girl. Nice, good girl.
Try to sit. Yes. Down. Yes. Stand. Yes. Well done. Try to sit. Yes. Down. Yes. Stand. Yes. Good job. Well done. Try to leave it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yes, take it. Good job. That's good. Well done. Harley, watch me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yes, good girl. Well done. Good girl. That was good. And there we go.
Good girl.
Let's go. Harley, go kennel. Yes, good girl. Stay. Yes. 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 Stay. All good. Good job. Harley, stay. Yes. Good girl. All done. Good job.
Sit. Stay. Yes, good girl. Stay. Yes, good girl. Stay. Yes, good girl. Stay. Yes, good girl. All done. Good job.
Good girl, Harley. That girl. Good girl. Good job. Watch me. Good girl. Keep going. Good job. Yes. Stay. Yes. Stay. Yes. Stay. Yes. Good job. All done. Good job. That's a good girl.
We're going to show you how Harley does for off-leash hikes. Ready, Harley? Let's go. Good girl. So I always start out with a high rate of reinforcement and reward them every time they check in. And then as I see that I'm getting success and they're staying nice and close, we can start to lower the rate of reinforcement and reward a little bit less often. So what I want to try to do is find the sweet spot between rewarding enough so that she will check in here and there and play the game with me, but not so much that she never leaves my side. So I am hoping she's going to go and sniff and explore a little bit and then check in here and there for her treat to show me that we've got some good engagement. Now, as we're feeding the treats, it's important to remember that we need to acknowledge the check-ins with affection and praise sometimes and not just ignore it just because we don't want to give a treat every time. So that's a common mistake a lot of people make when they're feeding the treats, is they start to just stop rewarding and then the dog's offering the behavior and they're not getting anything for it. And they're learning it doesn't work to get anything, so they start to give up on that behavior. So that's what we do on purpose for attention-seeking behavior. So things like jumping up or barking at us for attention, we walk away from those behaviors and teach them that it doesn't work to get anything so that they will eventually give up on it. But that's not what we want to see happen with the check-ins. So make sure that we are sometimes giving affection and praise for it if we're not going to give a treat and they're offering it. Good girl, Harley. Out here, I'm mostly just using kibble for Harley because we've worked together a lot. I don't have to give her a lot of high value stuff to get her to make the choice to check in and work for me. But anytime you go somewhere new, there's more exciting smells and sights and distractions, you're gonna need to switch it up with some higher value treats. So things like chicken, liver, hot dog, cheese. The idea is you want your best value treat to trump anything in the environment so that whenever you ask them to do something, they happily do it, expecting to get the best outcome from you. Now, as we're building up this reinforcement history that all the best stuff comes from us, it's important to let your puppy drag a long line to prevent them from running off and self-rewarding in the environment. So what I mean by that is if I go somewhere new and she goes off chasing birds and squirrels, that's what she's going to find reinforcing, and that's what she's going to continue to do anytime she gets into that environment. So what we're going to do is we're going to go out with a long line to prevent her access to being able to self-reward in the environment like that, while we jackpot her for lots of good recalls and leave-its and checking in, so that she's learning that all the best stuff comes from us. And then once it seems like she's reliably making the choice to work with us, we can start thinking about fading that line in that environment. But every time you change environment, it's like starting over. You have to build that reinforcement history in each new environment. The other thing to think about is as they get older, they are going to go through stages just like children where they test the rules. So if it seems like she's really testing the rules, I wouldn't be getting rid of the line during that time, because we want to make sure we can back up our recalls and leave-its and teach them that they do need to do that and they get the best outcome from us. Good girl, Harley. Go play. I've hidden on Harley. We're going to do a recall. Harley, come! Good girl. Good job. That's so good. All done. Go play. So it's not just about food, it's also about coming out and playing fun games with your dog so that they think it's fun and exciting to work with you. Another important part of the equation is we have to make sure we end the recall with all done and go play so that they're not learning that recall ends the fun. And that's a common mistake that a lot of puppy owners make, is they use the recall before they leave fun places, and then the dogs clue in and they don't want to come uncalled because they don't want the fun to stop. So what we need to do is do a lot of recalls where we call them, give them a treat and say go play, and let the game keep going, so they're learning recalls just part of the game. And if it actually is time to leave somewhere fun, what I do to prevent making the association that recall is going to end the fun is I call them and leash them, give them a good treat, and say go play while they wear their leash for a couple minutes. And then I just pick up the leash and go without using the word come, so we're not making the association that recall is going to end the fun. Along the same lines, don't use recall to do anything your puppy may not like. So I don't use the word come to get them to go into the bath, or to get them to go and do their nails, or to get them to do anything they seem uncertain about. So if Harley was nervous about going through a doorway or across a certain surface, I would do kibble trails or cookie tosses, encourage her to do it herself, but don't use the word come to get her to do that, because you don't want the association to be that come means do something that's kind of scary. We want the association with the word come to be like hearing the music of the ice cream truck. They anticipate a really special treat and that the fun's going to keep going. Good girl, Harley. Go play. So Harley's gone up ahead there. I'm going to change directions and let her know what the this way cue. Harley, this way. Good girl. Good job. Now, realistically, the reward for this way does not always have to be a food reward. It can just be an instruction to follow. And the reward for the this way could be we're just going to go have fun in a different direction. But if they turn on a dime and come racing in like she did, I do like to give a food reward to encourage a really fast response like that in the future. Good girl, Harley. Go play.